Today's video is a long distance relationship tip video.
We're professionals.
We're professionals at long distance. So we're done with long distance now, thank God. But we did 4 years of it. We were 8 hours apart from each other for those entire 4 years during college. And we learned a lot from that experience. And so we're giving our wisdom to anyone that is going to be in a long distance relationship or is currently in one right now. Okay, so Ben's in charge of the questions.
I am the question master for today.
So
for this video.
he'll be asking them. Okay. These are all questions that also we've been meaning to do this video for like ever. We did a whole thing on my stories on Instagram about it, but we just need to get a video for it. So
yes,
these were asked like months ago.
They were asked months ago. The wait is over.
Yeah.
So first, Sophie, would you like to give a rundown of what our dating situation was like?
Sure. So, we started dating when we were 16 years old. We grew up together. We went to elementary school together, middle school together, and high school together. So we've like known each other basically our whole lives. But we started dating when we were juniors in high school. And then we've just been dating ever since. And so he went to college. We grew up in Wisconsin. We live in Wisconsin now. And so he went to college in Iowa, which is 8 hours away from near we grew up, and I stayed close by for college. So we were 8 hours away in total, and we did that for all 4 years of college. And we just graduated last May, so this is like our first. We were just saying, we were like, this is so crazy, like you're not leaving after this break, after Christmas.
Yeah.
So do you have anything to add to our history?
Oh, it's a very rich, long history. Yeah, I don't know. Sophie wanted me all those years.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Next question.
What should someone know going into?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I think someone should know going into it. It gets so much easier. The first year, I cried like literally all the time. I thought my life was over. I want to say I was being dramatic, but I don't know. It was just really, really sad. Second year, I was still sad, but like not as sad. Third year, I was like, okay, I can like, this is actually good for us. Like I can do anything with my friends that I want. He can do anything with his friends. Like by the fourth year, by senior year, I was like,
She wanted me gone.
no, I didn't want you gone. Like, I was so excited for you to move back, but I was so used to, like, being able on a Friday night, like, I would go do something with my girlfriends. Like, it was almost that perfect mix of...
That's questionable.
Well, yeah, I know.
I never stop you from doing...
Oh my gosh, no, never. No, but it was like that perfect mix of me having, like, you... Like,
I think you just like your independence, because when I was home, you felt obligated to spend time with me because I was only back for so long.
Yeah, right.
Whereas when I was gone, you were on your own time.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think?
Something to know.
I feel like I'm like in an awkward.
Going in, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I feel very stiff.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It can be done.
Yes.
Because 4 years seemed really long, and a lot of people are like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
Like, why would you like even bother like trying it?
Yeah.
Tried
so
it.
many people
Succeeded.
I have to say, our parents never said anything, which I think was really mature of them.
Yeah.
Or maybe not mature is not the right word. It was just like, I was just talking to Ben yesterday. I was like, I don't know if I would want my kid.
Yeah.
Dating someone long distance, because I'd be like, go out, go experience, like, go have fun. But then we did it, so I don't understand why that's my thinking.
Yeah.
But they never said anything to us. But that's a really good one.
Oh yeah, I think that's good because I know you struggle with that a little bit. Because everybody's like, oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Well, like some people would.
Yeah.
I heard it all the time. I don't know exactly who I heard it from, but.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. So
Yeah, don't listen to them.
silence the doubters.
Yeah. Okay.
Prove the hate wrong. Next question. Did you talk every day, and how did you keep the conversation fresh?
Do you want to take this one?
Yes, we talked every day. Sometimes, like, it was good. It was important to talk every day, I felt
I don't
like.
know how people wouldn't.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, that's just it. I was just like, I don't know.
Like, it wasn't like a chore. Like,
Yeah,
we wanted to
that's
talk
definitely a
every
bad
day.
sign, because the people who I do know that tried long distance, they're like, oh my gosh, like, it felt like a chore every day, just like check the box. And then they also would complain about how the conversation was the same every day.
Yeah.
And like part of it was like, I always made sure to call you, but like just who you are, like you always have a lot of different weird things going on. So like the conversation was never like the same. Like there are days obviously when the conversation like wasn't fantastic.
Well, and I think we knew like he played soccer throughout all 4 years of college, which was probably the hardest part of our long distance. But when he was like, when I was super busy with work or with school or whatever, like he was respectful of that. And then also like when he was busy with it, like
you were kind of respectful.
I was kind of respectful. No, but like I knew like, okay, if you have like a game today and these tests and stuff, like we just won't be able to talk long. If we just send a text to each other or like just to send text throughout the day, like that takes literally 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And like you can,
but even
and like and I'd be
call each
sitting
other.
in class, and if I'd be like on my laptop, then like I could just get my text.
Yeah,
done
I
and
don't
just,
understand when people say that it's like hard to find time to talk to the other person. Like I'm kind of calling BS on that
Sophie's biggest saying, you can make time for the things
you want to make time for. Yeah.
So if it's something important to you, you can
make time for it. Wow.
The worst part, I would say, about the whole talking to you thing and like having, it was just tough to like have space to talk to you like in a private setting. And like you didn't have to deal with that as much, but like with roommates, I don't know, like especially my freshman year, because I lived in like a suite style thing with like 4, or I guess it was 4 people in total, but 3 other people, and I was just like, I just like feel like everybody's listening to what I'm saying to you, and that sucked. But then,
and
so
you're
you
like
just kind
weird,
of
you get weird too around other people.
And then we found pockets of time that like worked for us both, because she would drive down to.
Yeah, you just find a schedule. Like every semester, we like knew each other's schedule, so we knew. I knew when he was in class. He knew when I was in class. Like we knew the times that we could talk to each other. Like you just get in a routine. Yeah,
like whenever you were driving to class.
Yeah, that was like the perfect time.
And it'd be like 30 minutes. And it worked.
Yeah, but that was even on the long end. Like you don't even need to talk. But we always knew what was going on in each other's lives. We were always talking. Like it was. Yeah. Normal.
And it's definitely much better to like FaceTime too.
Yeah, we would okay. And like people do say conversation gets stale. It does get repetitive. Like it for sure gets repetitive, just because like you can only ask how many times like what did you eat today, or like what did you do today. Like you do the same thing basically every day in college.
Go to class.
Yeah.
Do work.
Yeah. So we would pull up like, or I would, and I do this all the time. Like this is just so me.
Oh my gosh.
But I would always pull up like deep questions to ask, intense questions to ask. And I would just Google them or like Pinterest them, and then so many would come up, and it would lead to like such great conversation.
Yeah.
That's a life skill in general. Like I do that with my family, with his family, with friends. Like it's just fun. It just it makes the conversation interesting.
Adds some good combo.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but like for us, it definitely worked.
I don't think it's weird. I don't know why you get weird.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird because it's like all of a sudden we're talking about like space.
No, I think it's. I love deep, like intense conversations like that.
Were either of you the jealous type?
Okay, you didn't say that. Were either of us the jealous type? No. I was not jealous towards human beings. I was jealous towards his soccer.
Yeah, because it just took a lot of time. I was not at all.
I don't think we're the jealous type at all. I don't know if you could do a long distance if you're the jealous type, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's not like either of us did.
I think I just trusted you.
Yeah, and it's just like too. I feel like a lot of the problems comes with like, oh, like they're going out. Like that's. I feel like for most people that's where the trust is. But like even that, like whenever you be like, oh, I'm going, like I was just like, oh, have fun. Like
Yeah.
be safe.
And we do have to, like, I do think that we were in a really good position for it because, like, you went to a small Christian school, I went to a small Christian school. Like, we had almost all of our friends went to, like, huge schools, and we would go visit them literally all the time. And I think it's a lot more, there's a lot more temptation.
Oh, there's
like,
definitely, yeah, definitely a lot
like,
more
the boys are
temptation.
cuter, you're drinking more. Not, like, just than, like, my small Christian school.
Yep.
Not putting down anyone at a small Christian school, but you just have a bigger pool to choose from, So I think that'd be
And
harder.
more activities. So
Yeah,
like,
there's just more.
you're just going out like a lot more at a
Yeah.
bigger school. Okay.
I don't even know what the question. Oh, are we the jealous type?
No,
No, we're not the jealous
Okay.
type.
unless it deals with soccer, I guess. Okay,
Yeah,
next
unless it deals
question.
with soccer.
How do you avoid arguments?
We don't. I think that's how we do it. I literally don't hold anything back if it's bothering me.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, that's good. Like, it's good to address what's
Yeah, like
bothering
if
you.
something was bad, like it was said right away.
The transparency, yeah, on your part is really good. There are times I can tell
This
you.
is gonna be mean.
I can tell you, Sophie calls me. I pick up the
Oh,
phone
right,
and
right.
I know right away. I'm like, she just is trying to fight me. Like she's trying to start a fight. And
Okay,
like,
I realized the pattern of that. Whenever you weren't giving me enough attention,
yeah, yeah.
which is kind of messed up now thinking about it, but that was just
No, you
it
literally
worked.
call me and you just start fighting me.
No, I would not.
And
You're
I-
making it seem like I was like.
Okay.
I would be like, I would say something like, I've come and visited you 9 times in the last year, and you've come home once. Valid fight.
A valid
Right,
fight.
ladies? Thank you.
And she does it when I was the most fragile. Because I was the busiest. Like, I gave you the least amount of attention when I was busiest.
No, that was like, honestly, that hurt my feelings throughout. See, now we're rehashing things.
Yeah.
That was the worst part of long distance.
No, that definitely was. Yeah.
Somehow I managed to change my schedule, get jobs, plan my classes, to never have Friday classes, so that I could go visit you. He could never figure out his schedule to not have Friday classes. He never could come visit.
That was a thing. The Friday
No, it
class
was
was
not.
a thing.
BS Ben.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, next.
See, now you see it. Can't avoid arguments.
Yeah, yeah.
But
We really rarely fight.
also, yeah.
We bicker, but we never actually fight.
Yeah, usually not.
When's the last time we fought?
I don't
like,
know. It's
actually
usually
fought?
just like you getting a little upset with me for something that's very valid. Can't say I don't know, I bicker at you every now and again. Okay. Next question. Would you plan to see each other each time? So like when you come visit, would you know when you're seeing them?
Yeah, and I think that's huge. So we would always, we always knew the next time we were going to see each other. It was never like, well, when am I going to see you next? We always knew an exact date. That is the nice thing that happened with him playing soccer, is that like usually we had a game that we would go to, and so then it gave us like very specific dates, but even not in during fall semester, I would see you way more than spring semester. But even spring semester, we would go the longest we've probably gone is 8 weeks without seeing each other, 2 months, and we would go.
Yeah.
We would go from January
It was always the
11th
same
or something
time.
to
It was always
spring
the
break.
same time.
And even though it was that amount of time, we still knew, okay, I'm gonna see you during spring break or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah, it definitely helps you mentally prepare a little bit.
I also have something interesting to say. I feel like a lot of people that are, well, not a lot of people, but I think a good majority of college students that are doing long distance are probably from people that they dated in high school or from around their area. And I know for me, the biggest thing that I struggled with during long distance is that it was so hard. Did you just yawn?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my
I
gosh.
forget. I'm not used to being on
Am
camera.
I boring? No, but when we came back from break, we were only on break for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was. And it was especially shortened for him because of soccer. But during those 2 weeks, like I struggled so much. Like, okay, how do I balance spending a ton of time with him because it's the only time I'm with him, spending a ton of time with my family because it's the holidays or it's a special break like that, spending time with my girlfriends because they're only back for that amount of time too. And so to juggle that all was like the worst part because I just felt like I could never do it all.
Okay, spin it with a positive.
So many people.
You're freaking people out.
So many people wanted to hang out with me.
Oh,
that I couldn't
so that's what
manage
it comes
it.
down to.
Yeah.
You're just too cool. I did not have that same problem.
Yeah, you did.
No, not really.
I don't know, but that was probably the
Yeah.
hardest part for me.
I would. Yeah. I know for me, like going back to the question, that was really important to just know.
Yeah.
It was
Know that you were gonna
so
see
important.
next, yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, especially for me.
I think that's one of the
like,
biggest things.
Yeah, agreed. Just because then it becomes easy to like basically rationalize like not going to see each other. Like if you don't like pick a date, you're not gonna be randomly just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, but that
I don't
was another thing. Like we wanted to see each other.
Yeah.
I think what were you saying to me earlier?
I don't know.
Your biggest piece of advice.
Biggest piece of advice. Oh well, that actually
In 2
is
months.
a beautiful segue into our. Unless you want to keep this going.
No,
This
no.
was our last talking point
That's what I thought, yeah.
that I had, and then you can go off script and
Okay.
ask some more questions.
I feel like I already have gone
So this
off
is
script.
our biggest piece of advice that we have for people. But I am. You talk first.
No, you talk first because you told me it.
Oh, I'm forgetting it though.
Okay, the 2-month thing. So basically, you'll know within 2 months if your relationship's going to work or not.
Yes. See, that's a very loose timeline. I wouldn't completely subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Don't be
Dr.
like,
Phil.
2 months on this thing.
Yeah. But I feel like, based off of like what I've observed, like you know your personality, you know whoever you're with, you know their personality, and like just doing it for like the first 2 months, like you'll have a pretty good idea about whether or not it's gonna work.
Well, also, like, if you're doing long distance, like, we knew that we were doing long distance because we see each other together for, you know, like, we'll get married someday, probably. No, but, like, what I'm trying to say is you don't go into college doing long distance and being 8 hours apart and going through that for 4 years if you don't see a future with the person. So, if you are a month in and it feels like a chore or you don't see the future with that person, then it's literally not worth it. Like, it's hard work. Like, it is hard being in a long distance relationship. And this is just another random tangent that I'm just spewing off of. But, like, my dad would always say, like, I can tell when you're about to leave bed because Sophie's mood, like, in early August, like, every early August, my mood would change and I just become
Besides
like...
the last one.
What? Oh, because...
Because you were very happy.
Oh, yeah. I just needed to actually get some work done. But, it just, I don't know. It's like, it sucks a lot of the time. Like, it sucked so much. Especially when you see, like, pictures of, like, your friends with your college boyfriends who they're together with all the time. But also, like, we gained so much from it, I feel like.
Yeah, in a way, like, it made us appreciate each other's company that
So
much
much,
more.
yeah. And I think that you just need to, like, see the positive in everything. I think that's what I struggled with freshman year, is that I just saw the negatives. Like, I was like, how dare he go off to move far away from me for college.
Yeah.
And I just was constantly, like, I wasn't even paying attention to the positives that were happening around me. And I think as the years went on and on, I got, like, exhausted of being, like, upset about it and only seeing the negatives, that I started seeing the positives. And by the end of it, I was like, this was a blessing in disguise. So.
Yeah, one more thing to add. One of the things that I struggled the most with, like, because I was the one who went away from home.
Yeah.
So it was really hard, like, because, like, all of our friends went to, like, big schools, like,
Close
right
by.
in the area.
Yeah.
And so, like, she could go and see them for, like, football game days, and, like, hang out with,
Go to the bars.
Yeah, exactly. Just, like, hang out with people that we grew up with. And I was the one that went away. So that was really hard. But, like, the thing that, like, I always told myself was, like, the importance of, like, just being present, like, in the moment.
Yeah.
Because it was tough for me to, like, really enjoy where I was at the first year. Because that whole time I was just like, oh, I wish I was back home, like, going out with, like, the friends that I grew up with instead of these people that I hardly know here in Iowa, out of all places. So...
you chose to go to school there.
I did choose to go to school there.
But I also think that that's a good point on, like, even for me, when we were together, like, I would get there at, like, 2 o'clock on Friday, and then I'd leave early on Sunday. And so Saturday morning came around, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I just waited an entire month for this one day, and it's basically over already.
Yeah.
And so then I don't know, there's just, like, that constant battle with your mind on
It's a real mental
being
game.
sad and then being happy.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I think you have to just be, like, appreciate and just feel, like, so lucky to have someone that you care about so much that you want to do long distance with.
Wow.
That's so nice.
That was so nice.
I know. I don't
One
know
of the
where
nicer things-
I don't know where I pulled that out from.
That was definitely one of the
All
nicest
right, maybe we
things
should
you
wrap
said
it
to
up
me.
on that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
I don't have anything now. I shared my words of wisdom.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing else.
I was just trying to think if there's anything else I can think of, but no, I don't think so. So hopefully that was helpful for anyone that's going into long distance or is in long distance, or I'm just curious about long distance. I kind of wish that we watched some of these videos before we went.
Yeah. I would have probably said they're stupid.
Mhm.
But they would have been helpful.
Yeah, I don't know if I probably would have watched. I feel like it's maybe more of a girl thing to watch.
I think so.
Yeah,
I-
yeah. If I came in and
I know, so
and I
it-
saw you watching these, I'd be like,
It's-
what?
Yeah, I hope you kind of would have judged me if I was doing that.
Okay. Anyways.
Like, shedding a tear watching
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah. Wait, no, literally, like, the whole summer before he left, I would just blast, like, in my car alone, I would blast Adele's. What song was it?
Probably Hello or whatever. I don't
Hold me
know.
like it's more than...
Yeah.
I'm the worst singer in the world, but anyways, it was, like, a song that was, like, all about, like,
Hey There, Delilah.
oh, Hey There, Delilah was our song.
That was a
junior
good one.
year.
That can be your long distance song for
No,
everybody
like,
out there.
That sounds stupid, but we would have, like, long distance songs.
Well,
Not that we would, like, sing.
I
together.
mean, no.
No, it was more me.
That sounds worse than it is.
Okay.
Oh,
No, like, it would be, like, me driving in, like, like, you wouldn't really listen to it, but I would make you listen to it when we were together. And it'd be like, this is our song. And you'd be like, this is my third time hearing it. I'd be like, this is my 150th.
Yeah.
But I don't know, they were just good. So anyways,
It's very relatable, though. Weirdly relatable.
Hey There,
Especially to
Delilah
our
for us
circumstance, I feel like.
was so, like, literally, like, to a T relatable to us. Okay, so that's all we have for you. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at @BySophiaLee. I have a ton of, like, decorating, organization, and cleaning tips. And then subscribe to my channel.